Hey guys, RMCM 8511 with you today. What I want to show you guys today is my newest Mosin Nagant rifle. This is, I guess this will be my official video. Let me get this camera turned over just a little bit. There we go. This will be my official video on my new rifle. I got this from my grandparents for Christmas. What you see here, guys, is a 1935 Finnish M27. It was made at the Tikka factory. I can't say the full pronunciation, so I'm not even going to try. I would definitely butcher it. The stock on this is good. It's got no cracks or anything that are visible. It does have a cracked handguard. I plan on getting one of those new. It shows that it's been beat up. The Finnish rifles, most were not refurbished after the war, so all of the markings and things on this stock are going to be official, not official, but they're going to be from a battle more than likely. This rifle does not have the stamping, the import stamp here on the side of the hexagonal receiver. It's up on the front of the barrel, so that means, I'm not sure what year they started putting it up here, but that means it's been a while since it was imported. This is built on a 1916 Tula receiver. The bolt consists of mainly Tula parts, and it does have the official M27 bolt on it because the serial is stamped here on the knob instead of being stamped down here on more on the carrier. The serial and the bolt do not match, although this is an official M27 bolt. The numbers are 5 off, so I'm not sure how that happened, guys, but the serial number is 5 numbers off from what the rifle is. So I can only imagine that maybe something happened in war where two buddies were out and one of them may have needed the bolt and something happened to his friend and he may have had to pick it up and go with it. You know, that's the cool part about these Mosins. You hate to think that anything bad happened to anybody, but it is war and bad things do happen in war. So it's possible that this could have come from something like that, or it could be a story way less interesting than that. This does have the ski swivel set up on the back. This is rotating in the bottom, and on the front it comes through the side. It does have the late design nose cap on it with the popsicle stick that reinforces the stock so it reduces the chance of cracking while the bayonet is attached. The cool thing about having a 1935 rifle is that's the year that the Finnish on the M27 went from the early design nose cap to the late design. So most of that year, instead of being used to produce new rifles, was used upgrading the rifles that they already had. So from most of the research that I've been able to do, it looks like about 198 rifles were made that year. So of the 37 million or so Mosins in the world, this is probably one of less than 200 or around 200. The counts could be off a little here and there, but either way, this is one of the least common Mosins that you'll be able to find. And 1935 was a rough year for it because of the redesign. So I'm very, very lucky to have it. I did pick it out myself. I found it on one of the local sell and trade sites online, and when I saw it, I knew what it was, and the guy was selling it just as a regular Russian rifle. So I told my grandparents, "Hey, could you go ahead and grab that, and I'll be more than happy to call that Christmas." And they said that sounded good to them. But later on, I'll do a video showing you guys a little bit more on the markings. I'm gonna have a little bit of a markings video, I believe. I don't have anything Tula, but I've got a lot of older Mosins, or not a lot, but I've got an older Mosin, the M27, and then a 42 round receiver, and I'll show you some of the markings on those, and maybe we'll be able to look and see what some of the markings mean. This does have the M27 sights on it. It has more of along the M91 setup, the way it stair steps up, and it does have the blade on the front with the two little side blades that protect the center main blade. So one thing I'm going to ask you guys about, and I'm not sure of it and I've not really seen it, the floor plate is not serialized, and neither is the buttstock. It's not that they're mismatched, it's just that they don't have anything at all, and the patina on each of those parts matches the gun. So I'm not sure if it's something that just this finish did not serialize, or if it's something that maybe slipped through without a number on it or replaced later on. But if you guys have any information on that, I'd love to know, because that's something I've not really seen before. So without further ado, let's go ahead and put a couple shots through this thing. I've got maybe 65 yards away, I've got some bowling pins set up. I'm not going to be able to get to show you guys whether I hit them or not, so you'll just have to take my word for it. But my grandfather, after we shot Wednesday, my grandfather took the first shot, and he's a little shaky, and I just wanted him to shoot it so it was something we could say we did together, since he got it for me for Christmas too. And he missed at about 70 yards iron sights. My dad took the next two shots, and he's an awesome shot, and he hit both times bowling pins with his. And then I took the next two shots, and I hit 1 out of 2 with iron sights on it. So out of the first 5 shots at about 70 yards iron sights, we hit 3 out of 5 bowling pins, which I think is pretty good, especially since we had never shot the rifle before. This does have the heavy barrel on it. It's more of this is kind of more of the way I look at it, more of the target Mosin than just the everyday hand it out and beat it up rifle. This was kind of set up with a little bit more accuracy in mind, and you can really tell that there's a difference from shooting this to one of the standard Mosins. So that's enough talking. I'm ready to shoot, guys. I'll load them. I guess I'll load them here one at a time, just so I don't have to stand up and do it all right here. But here we go. Alright, I did hit it that time. I kind of have them, they're all piled up out there. I didn't really set them up. I was just doing this to show you guys a new rifle. But I did actually hit them that time. It may not happen again, but I got them the first time. That's all that matters. So the back of the cocking piece is also serialized here too. I don't know, it's not matching, and I don't know where it came from, but it does have the older style cutout rear cocking piece that is serialized as well. When you shoot this rifle, guys, it's unbelievable. It really comes back solid into you. It feels more like me shooting a carbine than it does shooting my regular M91 30s. The barrel on this, I believe, is 27 inches as opposed to the 28 3/4 of the normal, so it's a little shorter, but it's not quite as short as the carbine models. Let me go ahead and take another shot here, guys. I can't help it. I can't keep my hands off it the last couple of days. I missed that time. One thing I will say is that the trigger on the Finnish Mosin, this has, I guess it's the two-stage trigger. It's a whole lot more constant pull. I'll show you guys. There's nothing in here. It's clear. I'll go ahead and pull the trigger. I want to show you. This thing, it's a whole lot more of a smooth pull, and it breaks crisp at the back. And I don't know if you saw that, but it does have the trigger does return to its original position. It does not flop around like the Russian rifles do. So that's really cool. It makes a big difference when you're behind the rifle and shooting at something long distance as well. Let me shoot one more for you guys here. I think video's starting to get a little long, so I'll shoot one more and that'll be it, guys. Alright. Didn't do so well that time, but it's alright. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you like what you see. I'll get a few more close-ups of it later. And RMCM 8511 out, guys.